What's going on, guys? Happy 2019. It's Mr. DEBT Joe Lorick for the Money Etiquette Group, and here's my financial outlook for 2019. 2019, I see us actually beginning a new recession. Every 7 to 10 years for the last 70 years, we've had a recession, and the last time we had a recession was 2009. That was the end of the last recession. So I do expect us to begin a recession this year. I would say third to fourth quarter. And as we see the economy slowing down, you see the worldwide global economy slowing down. So I do see a recession on the way. Not saying it's going to be the Great Recession as we experienced in 2008, 2009, but it will be a recession nevertheless. And what does that mean? That means the value of gold should increase in precious metals. Gold has taken a bit of a hit in 2018, so I expect gold to perform a lot better and silver to perform a lot better in 2019 because of the recession. I also expect cryptocurrency to have a bounce back, not to 2017 levels, but I expect cryptocurrencies to do well for the same reason. Globally, as you see currencies weaken, cryptocurrency actually does better because it's a substitute. It holds a certain amount of value when you have unstable currencies, especially in nations that have coups that occur regularly and nations that see their currency go up and down. It's very volatile. Cryptocurrency helps to stabilize some of that. And as long as people are able to trade for cryptocurrencies online, even in not having a market so much that's that big in that person's country, you can still take advantage of it, and that can help people with their finances. So I think cryptocurrency is going to do better. I do see a recession coming, not because the president or any other entity in the government did something wrong. It's just cycles, and that's just how things go. Also, like I said, outside of gold, and I would say banking should do well, at least for the first and second quarter of 2019. With the interest rates going up recently, that means that most banks will make a lot of money for nothing. Okay, when interest rates are raised, when the Fed raises interest rates, that means that variable rates and variable rate loans are more profitable for banks. So I expect to see banks continue to do well, at least in the first quarter, but this will be the end of the run. Last year, I told people to get in January 2018, and I would say, honestly, you might want to be out by March, April of 2019. You might want to cash out, or at least take your profits and leave whatever you're going to leave to sit for the long run. But again, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying that this is what you should do 100%. It's just my outlook on the economy and where I see things going. Also, I do see the bot and AI community and within the economy continuing to grow. I do see that's actually going to accelerate in my mind when it comes to driverless cars, when it comes to manufacturing and warehouses, especially like Amazon. I see them increasing their amount of bots and artificial intelligence that they use for work, as opposed to increasing manual or human labor. And ultimately, we may see more happen when it comes to technological advances, not so much for on-screen, but off-screen technology. I'm talking about projections, and I'm talking about holograms and how we look at things. We should see some of that technology start to come down to regular consumer level in late 2019 as an advancement in technology. It seems like it's about the time that we're going to see that change. Also, transportation. We're going to see big changes in transportation. We're going to see, similar to the maglev projects and a lot of these quick trains that are being built based on magnets, where the United States is a little bit behind some of the other countries when it comes to speed train transportation. That looks like that's going to be in full-fledged growth in 2019. We already have it occurring in California, and I think we're going to see more of at least the manufacturing phase of this project and this advancement in transportation take place. So we're not going to see a bunch of these trains become available and ready to go in 2019, but we'll actually see them being built and manufactured, which gives you a sign that transportation is changing, which it should be anyway, because we're overdue for a major shift in transportation change. Also, voice. Everything done on voice, whether it be through Amazon with like Alexa and through Google, voice is going to grow immensely. Okay, people do enjoy the comfort and the easiness of being able to give orders to machines via voice. Also, people like control, and the more we feel like we're in control, the better. So look for voice to grow, especially if you're a small business. Make sure that you have looked into that space because people are going to use voice control to do searches and to find things more often than they did in 2018. And 2019 is a good positioning area. And lastly, marijuana, cannabis. We're going to see a lot of big players stake their claim in the marijuana and cannabis world. Okay, a lot of small players are trying to get into the game, but we're going to see, at least in the United States, big tobacco companies really make big pushes like Altria and such to really get their stake and a handle on marijuana, because I would say maybe not this cycle, but by the next presidential cycle, it probably will be legalized on a federal level. Okay, President Trump won't do it, but I believe the next president and next Congress will do it, because the big boys will be in position to control the market, and we all know that everything's about control. So these are my predictions for 2019. Tell me, what do you think is going to happen in 2019? Where do you see things going from an economic standpoint? And we can look back on this video much later and see where it goes, but hopefully it's accurate. Maybe it's not. We'll see. The beauty of it all is us being around to see what happens. So, hey, happy 2019. Enjoy investing. Make sure you pay attention to your finances and let me know what you think is going to happen. Have a good one.